Manchester United are in for Lucas Paqueta according to IndyCar News, and yeah, let's get into it. But before I get into it, 126 subscribers is currently what we have. I'm trying to reach 200 by the end of November. 96.3% of you guys are not subscribed, so smash the subscribe button and help me reach that goal. Alright, so as I said, those reports came from IndyCar News. He hasn't really mentioned any transfer value, but the reasoning as to why this deal would happen would be because Brandon Mbeumo and Amad Diallo would be going off to AFCON. Now, me personally, when I first heard those news, in my head I was going, okay, this doesn't make sense. Why would we sign a player just for because one of our players is going on a one month tournament? Obviously, I know it's from around mid-December until end of January, but by mid-January or start of January, Brandon Mbeumo might have been knocked out already. But then Ruben Amorim came out with some interesting quotes saying that without Amad Diallo and Brandon Mbeumo, we're going to suffer. Which in my head, it was like, okay, actually, wait, it makes total sense to sign Lucas Paqueta. Because obviously, in that left 10 role, we've got Cunha, we've got Mason Mount. In that right 10 role, it's Brandon Mbeumo, and then it's Amad Diallo. But the thing is, Amad Diallo is a right wing back already. So if your backup to the right 10 is your starter to the right wing back position, it's going to make it a lot more difficult to the right wing back, who's going to have a lot more workload on him. I think it's going to be a lot more, obviously, confusing for the team in general. You know, 1 minute you got Ahmad as a 10, 1 minute you got Ahmad as a wing back. And also, clearly, Ruben Amorim doesn't rate Kobbie Mainoo in those positions, and clearly doesn't rate Joshua Zirkzee either. And also, you have to remember, if we make top 4, even top 6, you're going to be in European football, you're going to have Carabao Cup, you're going to have FA Cup, and you're going to have Premier League. So that means you will need a backup because, look, Mason Mount, clearly he doesn't want him in the right 10. Mateusz Cunha clearly doesn't want him in the right 10. They're both in the left 10, khalas, right? Kobbie Mainoo, he is never going to get game time in that left 10. I think Joshua Zirkzee would have been regarded one of the left 10 backups, but obviously third choice, that's not going to happen for him, is it? And we've seen many like front three ideas, like, I don't know, Mason Mount, Mbeumo and Cunha. We've seen Sesko, Cunha and Mbeumo. We've seen Sesko, Mbeumo and Mount. Not a single one of those include Joshua Zirkzee or Kobbie Mainoo. Joshua Zirkzee hasn't started a single game this season, by the way. And he's only played 2 Premier League games off the bench, when we were 3-0 down against Man City, and I think when we were 3-0 up against Brighton, or 3-1 up against Brighton, something like that. But yeah, I think Lucas Paqueta will be a good backup, because obviously then you can rest Brandon Mbeumo, who already doesn't really get injured much in future competitions. Well, let's say a meaningless Carabao Cup game against Swansea, or I mean, to be fair, as of right now, we can't really say anything about meaningless Carabao Cup games. We thought Grimsby was one. But yeah, still, I think Lucas Paqueta, I think he would add a lot of quality to the team. I think pretty much everyone involved would win. I think West Ham would definitely get a good package. I think Man United would get a very good player. I think Ruben Amorim would get another great option in those 10 positions. I think Man United players in general, they'll be uplifted when they see that quality rise. Obviously, more players will be thinking to themselves, okay, we have to perform or we're out. Because you have to remember, Paqueta, as much as he can play in that right 10, he can also play in the pivot. You can take away Casemiro's position, who already has been playing well. He can drive Ugarte to play in levels that he hasn't played in a while. Same thing with Kobbie Mainoo. People forget the quality of Lucas Paqueta, the things he was doing at Lyon, at AC Milan, and also at West Ham before the betting issues. But yeah, anyways, I think the only losers will be Joshua Zirkzee and Kobbie Mainoo, and to be honest with you, I don't mind. If they think they're good enough, if they have the mentality, they will fight back and they will force themselves back into the team. I guess we'll have to see if they have the mentality or not. And me personally, I think Kobbie Mainoo should go out on loan anyway. I think we should give him the Amad Diallo treatment. But yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Should we get Lucas Paqueta? Are you keen on him? Yes or no? Let me know why. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe.